Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's me. And we back for episode 177 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. And of course, it is me. I'm Mr. Know-It-All. Get ready. Kellie Q's here with me. Got another one coming at you right about
no more
now.
goody two shoes, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck you too, it's likewise. This is what they left me in when they ain't choose the right side. Red inside my sight lines, feeling this in my mind. Venomous synonyms, nigga, I become a python. Cause y'all really push me to the edge. Ain't no more rebuilding once it's fire on the bridge. Keep an eye out when trying to feed a dog who ain't been fed. Cause after you feed them, they might use the strength to bite your hand. It's crazy, I know. Thinking how could they do it? Play with negatives. Way too long and they show improving that. So no more goody two shoes. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Fuck you too, it's likewise. This is what they left me in when they ain't.
Hey, can your ass stay off the phone today? Mm-hmm. You was on the phone like you owed somebody some money.
I was actually looking for something when we were talking about Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb is crazy.
Corey Holcomb is
nigga is far from wholesome.
But I met him at a comedy show. Me and my neighbor went to a comedy show to see him.
Yeah.
And I met him, and it was a shirt that he had for sale. And I was looking for that in my phone to read what it said, but I forgot what it said. So that's all it was.
It said something about titties.
No. It said something about pregnancy is detrimental to marriages. Pregnant side joints are detrimental to marriages or something like that.
Wow. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts.
Funny as hell.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I had sent something to myself that I wanted to play. Even before I play a song.
Even before I play a song. And it
Let me
won't
ask you.
take long.
I've never asked you anything. You snorted too. I'm going to ask you a question about your little sing shit, right?
What sing shit?
Every time you sing something, I'll be wondering when you be singing, is that like your thing?
What?
Like your thing to make yourself comfortable on camera and all that and on mic?
Like what?
Like when you sing your songs and you don't.
It's just a Kellie thing.
Oh, is
I
it?
I don't
you
just
do
do
that
that
in person.
I just do that.
You do that in person with other people.
Because if it goes with a lyric,
right,
I know that the song comes out.
Oh,
yeah,
the song comes out.
The song comes out.
I don't even know why that's a part.
What you want, what you need, what you got.
Check this out.
Oh Lord,
I'm doing one of these toasts too.
Everyone should know. Part 1.
Hold up. What I don't like. That's that shit I don't like. I don't like that because
I see the turtle.
I know. Had to clean the tank out real quick before I got here. You know what I mean?
But you ever notice, like when we're down here recording and start talking, his head is always above water.
Yeah, it's like he's listening.
Kind of listening.
I wondered if he like, and that's another thing. We don't really know that much about turtles. I wonder if he's like retaining some of the shit.
I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?
What they say on the lollipop commercial?
What?
One will never know.
It's a Tootsie Roll Pop.
I said it on the lollipop.
No, that's not. See, a lollipop. Don't do that.
I couldn't get Tootsie Pop out my head, so I said it was Negra. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but
I know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Tootsie Roll Center.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of a Tootsie Pop? One will never know.
I know it ain't 1, 2, or 3.
At all.
For real. It's about 776 or whatnot. And don't fucking move. Stay right where you at. Stay right where the fuck you at.
1, 2, 3. What he does on the commercial. I hate you.
Here's to those that ghosts everyone should know. Part 1. Here's to those that have seen us at our best and our worst and can't tell the difference. May we get what we want, but never what we deserve. To the ones who love us, the losers who lost us, and the lucky bastards that get to meet us. Some ships are wooden ships, but those ships may sink. The best ships are friendships, and to those ships, we drink. To hell, May the stay there be as enjoyable as the way there. May you be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows you're dead. To staying positive and testing negative. Here's to the storks that bring good babies, the crows that bring bad babies, and the swallows that bring no babies at all. To the nights we'll never remember, with the friends we'll never forget. To our wives and our girlfriends, may they never meet. May our children have rich fathers and beautiful mothers. To staying single, seeing double, and sleeping triple. To the kisses we've snatched, and vice versa. This one was much requested. Here's to honor. To getting honor, staying honor, and if you can't come in her, come on her. No.
Bow. I love that, man. Love shit like that. Might as well just go ahead and get started and play a little song. Episode 177, folks. Welcome back.
Welcome back
to episode 177 of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. And of course, it is me. I am him. He is I.
Who are you?
It's Mr. Know-It-All, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, even if you didn't know that he podcasted. And as you all know, podcasting and multimedia's lovable smart ass. Give it up for me again. And to my left.
You see my clap?
Oh, yeah, that was weird. I thought you had like bubble gum. I thought you was popping gum or some shit like that. I was like, what the fuck was that? But I just let it slide and whatnot because we got a show to do, and I was just trying to, maintain regular shit instead of clapping all off cue and shit. I don't know nothing about. Before I introduce you, I would like y'all to introduce y'all to our latest Funko. Been here for a couple weeks.
Since Valentine's Day.
That's him. He is him. He is me. I am him. Little small form or whatnot. Give it up for the Mr. Know-It-All Funko Pop. He's here. He's here. One of our new mascots. And to his left, it's her.
It's me. It's me.
Q Hefner. Q Diamond Phillips.
The Q-ster.
Q.
I hate the Q-ster.
Yeah, you said
I can't deny it.
Kellie. Q.
How are ya?
We're great. Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod. The Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast on TikTok. And please, as always, send all of your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. What the fuck is happening with the Haps? What's happening with you? What's going on? How's life been? And all of that.
Life as usual is always lifing.
Life is lifing?
Life is lifing like a mother.
My knees feel like somebody.
Welcome to my world.
I got to stretch a little bit. Move your ankles for a second. Oh my gosh. Oh, it feels like this knee is like somebody is in there wringing the patella like this, like a wet rag.
You hit 40.
That shit is different.
Welcome. What we say at the beginning of the show? Welcome.
God damn. Is it always like this?
Yes. I was driving around. I went to a luncheon in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
My sister was honored for her sorority as Trailblazer Soror of the Year.
Oh,
so
man.
Congratulations, Sissy Pooh.
Shout out to that.
So I went to the luncheon.
Right.
It was a 45-minute drive from my house
to
the luncheon. 45-minute drive home. Called my son on the way home. Get dressed. We out. It's a beautiful day. Let's go enjoy it.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor.
I did an obscene amount of driving on Saturday afternoon.
You had driver's leg?
Oh, my goodness. And I never got out the car. Like, we were just around. We saw family, but we never really got out the car. We were just around. On my way home, maybe about a half an hour away from my house.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I got to get out this car. I had to literally, at a red light, put my car in park and lift up just so I could stretch my leg out some more because my knee. Did
it pop when you did it?
Oh, my God, yes.
Ooh.
But it was just like, as soon as I walked in the door, I popped one of those 800 ibuprofen.
This shit don't
Because
make
that
no
was
sense.
necessary.
That shit.
And it'll always be that one knee. It's not going to be both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
My,
feel completely different.
I don't know. My left knee right now is going fucking ape shit. It
Yeah.
feel like my knee got a headache. I feel like it's bumping. Like yeah, I mean my right knee is you could tell my right knee just waiting its turn. You know what I'm saying? My shit's
Like
all my
right
shit's
now,
is crazy.
it's kind of awkward because you need to stretch your left knee, but you're on my right side, and I need to stretch my right.
Yo, this is crazy. These old ass people conversations, man. Honestly, oh my god, oh that shit feel great. I'm gonna stay like this just for a minute and whatnot. That's why I'm back to elliptical and back to run walking and shit. And this
The
shit,
elliptical will be great for it
I know,
That
I know.
elliptical is great for
It has been a godsend for it.
because it's still the workout you need, but it's easy.
Yeah,
the knee.
because I'm trying to, you know, get to the summertime or whatnot where I can,
Summer's coming.
you know what I mean, shave my man chest and my man back. Yeah, like it's the worst, man. I ain't gonna, man. Full disclosure, man. I got like real, like fine, you know, like I'll be short hair on my back. Shit is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll be like, God damn, because it get long. It's not like coarse. I don't have like taco meat. It's like all of my shit is like coarse. It's like Rico Suave shit. So I have to, you know what I mean? I gotta shave it before I go on any type of beach or anything like that. Huh?
No.
What? What's wrong with that?
I don't want to hear about that.
Really? You got hair on your back too. Nigga, shut up.
Hell, I do.
How would you know?
I can scratch my back.
I don't scratch my back and my fingers get tangled up or nothing like that. I just know that I got hair on my back.
Well, I don't have hair on my back.
This is weird because I ain't got like a lot of hair on my legs. Like it's weird. Like I'm like hairy in areas.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like I am basically 95% hairless on my legs.
You got hair on your kneecaps?
No, I have like a little patch of hair somewhere on.
Yeah, no, don't show me. I don't like to see women with hair on their
it's
legs.
right there. It's right there.
I'm traumatized.
No, look.
I'm traumatized. Can I tell you what?
Traumatized because
No, you are. It's not that bad. So my aunt.
but it's weird because it's just like this random.
Yeah.
Like an inch and a half.
I've seen too many. I've had some bad
Got some
experiences.
hairy people. You seen some hairy people?
I done seen some hairy people. All right, so my aunt, she don't listen, so I think that's what you call it. So we had Splash World. This one, I think I had to be like, fucking, yeah, Splash
That's
World.
where I was. Matter of fact, that's where I was in Jersey. I drove right past it.
Now Splash World at Clemson Park, and
It
this
looks
is
real scary when
this is like right. This is like right before, like right when the ratchet shit started. So I had to be like 12, 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my aunt's there. And, you know, it's like, I don't, you know, you ain't really paying attention. She had one piece, like, and they all running around, black women over 50. I would like to implore y'all, please, just try to shave some shit. Like, like, just give it a shot. Just think to yourself, like, you know what? I might be doing myself a disservice by not. My aunt, Harry, I'm talking about from head to motherfucking toe. From head to toe. Like, fucking hair, like hairy legs and arms and shit like that in a bathing suit. You know what I'm saying? Like the Geico caveman and that shit. I was like, yo. And they had a nerve to get into an argument with somebody at the fucking, what you call them? Like, don't be beefing with nobody in a one piece or whatnot. And then you always got like, I've been places with,
Some
you know,
questions I will not ask.
I know, just don't ask. We'll talk about it off camera. It was bad. Then what happens is that, so I've been other places with friends, you know what I'm saying, and friends' moms. And sometimes friends' moms and their older sisters, they don't believe in, you know, doing anything to the bikini area at all. And ladies, your shit can get crazy if you don't at least give it a shot. Like at least throw a strip or something. I don't fucking know. Clippers or something. Because when you get up out the pool, You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine walking up the steps and you see the hair from the side of the bathing suit and that water running off the hair as it's like draped out. That shit different. That'll traumatize you for the rest of your life. Like, so what I want to do is that.
Sir.
Mhm.
That whole conversation just.
I'm just saying. I'm like, because
That's traumatized.
I know it's serious, but I really want, because I want these women to understand. Like, listen, this age that we in, you can bring that shit down a little bit. You can cut it down. I know that you like, fuck it. I'm the one that see it on a regular basis. I'm not out here in these streets, and the niggas that do want, they don't give a fuck about it.
Miss Pearly.
Yeah, Mr. Charles don't give a fuck about all that.
It's like, fuck yeah, I know somebody who.
But if you run into Jamal, he might be
put some shorts on.
20 years younger than you.
Look, put some shorts on top of your bathing suit.
You could do that too.
Something.
Or you could have your women, because it's 50 something year old baddies that's still out here. They got the body right and whatnot, but you can only tell that they that old because they missed the mark on the grooming. You know what I'm saying? You got to shave that motherfucker. Got a goddamn links fucking in your underpants. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no little pussy. That's the big pussy right there. That's the pussy. It's the you like, God damn. So women, just
I'm no longer taking part of this conversation.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell them, like, please just take care of yourself. Cause hair and smells are trapped in the hair too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's some
understand. Never mind.
What?
I was drinking.
Oh, my bad. I'm just trying to tell.
I will do a spit take. I'm just saying.
All right. I apologize. I just want to, because I want everybody to understand how like detrimental that is to your health. And then you don't really want it, like, if it's shit trapped in there or whatnot, you don't want to, I mean, just imagine, just on a whim.
Cotton shorts on, and they took the shorts off.
Talking to the mic. What'd you say?
I said, imagine if they had some cotton shorts off.
Oh my God, the dingleberries and shit. Oh, just imagine a nigga that, it's a nice little drunk night and whatnot, and these old single heads and whatnot. Mr. Charlie come back there, and he ready to go to town. You know what I'm saying? And he throw you on the bed and you pull out a wolf pussy.
That sound like Soul Man.
Oh yeah, with the Birdie Mac. Yeah. You pull out the wolf, like.
He's like, I don't have the time nor the apparatus. It's only because I just watched that movie last week.
And that shit calls brush burn. Like, why y'all not like really thinking about everybody else? Like, I just, like, honestly, if you giving the kitty up, then it's got to be presentable. I know old school back in the 80s, nobody shaved the pussy. Nobody shaved it. But I think lately, this new generation has got the millennials. We, you know what I mean, come together and yeah.
You're a millennial?
I've taken it on now. I have to.
Why?
Huh?
I don't know why. You're not a millennial.
I am a millennial. No, I'm really like, I'm at the edge of millennials 1980.
Okay.
You know the reason why I'm a millennial is because my daughter is a fucking Gen Alpha and my son is a Gen Zer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that I can do. I'm not a Gen Xer because I was born too late. I used to try to fight it, but nah. You a Gen Xer, though.
Yep, I sure am.
That's crazy.
I am.
Gen Xer.
No.
No, you're
The last year of Gen X is 1980.
I just said that.
Weren't you
And that's why I'm a millennial. And that's why you're a Gen
82?
Xer. 83.
83.
Yeah. And that's why that's why I am a millennial. You're a Gen Xer. And Gen Xers definitely didn't shave. You was born between 65 to 80? Mm-hmm. Ooh, some furry boxers out here. Furry bitty boxers. All right, so, man, get your package together. Reach out. Pop them lids. And because it's time for the ketchup. Hilarious.
Got my ketchup chips.
So I'm gonna have to mute this on but I did hear something today.
Uh-oh.
I heard it And I heard it through the
See?
grapevine.
See how easily?
How much? What?
You see how you just started singing?
What? What about it?
You just started singing, I heard it through the grapevine. Because you said, I heard it. It just makes songs.
Can you love some?
What the hell happened? Oh.
It's your machinery.
What the hell? I hate this shit. You know, you try to get some shit to come in smooth and the shit ain't working well. It's
I
fucking-
know. I know.
Hold on. What the fuck? I hate all this shit. Somebody must be. You know what? Wait a minute. Let me see something.
Yeah, I'm going to just eat my chips then.
Yeah, I know. Because now I got to turn it off and then turn it back on.
Got to eat my ketchup chips while we wait to do that.
Oh, so that's why. So that was your thing? You don't even like that shit. You just did that for
Oh,
effect.
no, I love you chips.
Oh, really?
I love ketchup. I really do.
How much you love ketchup?
I can eat a packet of ketchup alone.
Ketchup. I can eat ketchup for hours. All right, let me play this real quick. All right, we back. So we listened to, for those on the audio, you caught it. For those in the video, YouTube will try to demonetize. So guess what? Yeah, I'm blocking that portion of it. Joyner Lucas and Jelly Roll have a song out now. It is called, what the hell is the name of the song? I know I just saw the name of the song. Best for Me. We'll listen to the whole song in its entirety. I always like the message that Joyner Lucas tries to bring to the table when he talking some shit, because I feel like he has that thing in
Best of Me.
right, Best of Me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that he does his best to try to put his best foot forward with a lot of things, and I can appreciate Joyner Lucas for that. So I don't know, man. It seems like the song is kind of depressing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we gotta have that. We gotta hear, the good with the bad. So shout out to Joyner Lucas for that. I want to listen to the rest of it before I give a real deep dive on how I feel about the entirety of the song. But most of the time, Joyner Lucas don't fail. And it makes me mad sometimes that Joyner Lucas has people behind him, but he, for some reason, maybe it's because he's so eclectic, he doesn't get the play that we talking about.
Right.
I don't know. Like, who knows? Lamar Odom and Caitlyn Jenner are starting a podcast.
Caitlyn. The mom?
No, the former dad.
Oh, the former.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, Bruce / Caitlyn. Yes, they're starting a podcast.
They're going to talk about athletics.
Yeah, I think so. You would think that, right?
I would want to think that.
Well, only one of them has transitioned, so.
Yeah, but the memories of being
It's kind of thorough though, because
triathlete is still there.
yeah, I
so-
can, but I don't think it's gonna.
I
be
mean, it's coming up on Olympic times. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that they could talk sports. I also think that they're going to talk a whole lot of sex. Because I mean, just think about the waves that they've been through. You know what I'm saying?
and the people they've been.
Caitlyn Jenner had a sex change. Lamar Odom got caught in the cat house with hoes, passed out, OD'd. So yeah, it could be sports, drugs, and entertainment. Shout out to them.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Sex,
drugs, and
drugs, and
hoes.
rock and roll could be that.
Sex,
Yep.
drugs, and hoes.
What better? What's a better thing than the hoes? Yeah, I started giving more credit to hoes. Hoes be on some shit.
Hoes be on some real shit.
Like for real.
Yeah,
a lot of
I know
people
a lot
really.
of hoes.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I just heard from like a really like top-notch crazy hoe. Want to hear her? Here she go.
If you don't know what that is, it's women. I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't know what that is, it's women who come to Dubai and get pooped on for $50,000. Child. Yeah, because that's exactly how I've been feeling. But anyway, Black girl living in Dubai. Life update edition. I know y'all been wondering, where had the girl been? And let's just say life was life in Black girl living in Dubai. One thing I love about living in Dubai is it never feel like you need to take a vacation, because every day is vacation. I moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. And if you don't
This bitch says she moved to Dubai to become a porta potty.
I have literally passed out.
Yeah.
I have literally.
She moved to Dubai to become a porta potty. Yes, you heard it correctly.
Can you make sure you like?
You want me to send that to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Because I gotta actually.
You got a bunch of questions, right?
I got a whole bunch of questions.
All
I
right,
have to do a deep dive on her Instagram page.
Yeah, I would do a deep dive on that Instagram page too or whatnot. Apparently, a lot of people been doing deep dives in her and
on her,
so shitting on her.
On her.
So, $50,000. I wonder, is it per shit or is it like per month for the shits? Because she definitely with the shits. Maybe it's per person. But she moved to Dubai to be a porta potty.
Like Malik probably pooped on her Monday. Then Sharif pooped on her Tuesday. That's 100 G's right there.
I would say that it's mad racist, but I'm pretty sure Malik and Sharif live in Dubai.
But I'm saying these names on purpose. I do know what kind of names are over in Dubai.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
How would you know?
Because they're Muslims over in Dubai. So those are Muslim names.
Yo, what the fuck? Honestly, do you think that she got that clout or whatnot because she's a thick
But why would you
American
even say
girl?
it?
Yeah, why would you tell everybody you moved over to Dubai to be a porta potty?
No.
They call her a porta potty.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Even if I did do it, I wouldn't tell anyone.
But she kind of like disappeared.
Okay.
All her videos were selfies.
Mm.
So she's over in Dubai by herself getting shat on. Was that a cry for help? We might need to go rescue this bitch. Like honestly, who the fuck is she?
I'm not going over Dubai.
Somebody need to go save her.
Nothing.
Save her from herself. Honestly.
Call her mama.
Is there anything that hoes won't do?
No, because they hoes.
Hoes do anything?
Yeah,
Hoes eat feet?
probably.
That's crazy.
Wonder if they licked that toe jam.
Mm.
I mean, for enough money, maybe they do.
You ever seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Huh?
2 Girls, 1 Cup. Oh my gosh.
No.
Maybe if I try to pull it up before the end of the podcast or whatnot, because honestly, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
But don't show me anything I can't.
Shout out to the Dubai hoes getting shat on. Shit is crazy. Speaking of podcasts we were talking about earlier, Meek Mill got into a back and forth with DJ Academics, and then he said he wanted to start a podcast in Philly.
No, he said want to be a part of somebody's Philly podcast.
See, this is my thing. So first thing that Ty did was hit me up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, here's the thing about this, and we're going to talk about podcasting a little later. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to move this. The seriousness of what goes on with podcasting. A lot of times, I think these guys really, really feel like that shit just be, I got some shit I got to say, and cool. I wouldn't mind that being the case in a situation like this, but I feel like a nigga like Meek, like, yo, if that's the case, you would have to, he was like, because he was talking all this, you know what I mean? If people got problems getting off the ground, I got the funding for that and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. But what's your real intention?
What's your agenda?
What's your agenda? Because if you coming in this motherfucker, because if you beefing back and forth with DJ Academics actually offering a $1 million podcast deal. And he was offered him and said, if you do 52 weeks once a week. And Meek Mill got back on there, was like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying? I got more money than anybody you hang with. I hang out with billionaires, this, that, and the third. So if that's the case.
Hang out with billionaires. But are you one?
Well, you know, billionaire by association. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing. Can you be a billionaire by association?
No, you cannot.
You're at least a millionaire if you hang out with a billionaire on a regular basis.
You got some change. I mean, you got some change.
Meek Mill got money, but
you ain't got Jay-Z money.
Not a lot of people do have Jay-Z money. But at the end of the day, what I do...
I know got Jay-Z money.
Mm-hmm.
It's Beyonce.
Are we going to do that?
Got Beyonce money.
I'm about to say, because Beyonce ain't got Jay-Z money. That's a whole different topic. Don't have the Beehive come after me, though. I love y'all.
Hey, don't you do it.
I love y'all.
Be careful.
Love the Beehive.
It will sting.
Love everybody that is a part of that.
The Knowles Carter camp.
Y'all so fucking corny. The Knowles Carter camp.
Well, we're just going to acknowledge everybody.
But Meek, check it out.
We're just going to cover.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. If you come across this or whatnot, hit us up, inboxes, Mr. _Know-It-All_pod. We can lead you in the right direction and whatnot. We can get you started. We can get some things popping. So holla at me.
Yeah.
Usher wins the NAACP President's Award.
Yes, and Entertainer of the Year.
And Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah. Like he got the NAACP President's Award, which was separate because that was just for him. Nobody else was. It wasn't a nomination.
What president? Is that the Barack Obama Award?
Where did he win this award at?
NAACP Awards. Oh, the president of NW. Oh, Rachel Dolezal? Oh, shit. She's still giving out awards?
No.
I thought she identified.
No.
Oh,
No.
it's a new person?
She was never president. She was a part of it, but she was never president.
No, she was like a head muckety muck. I heard she's doing OnlyFans now. That's crazy.
Yep.
You'll pull that up one day.
She changed her name.
So what?
I don't know. I don't care.
Rachel Umar.
No, it ain't
Oh,
even
because
Rachel.
I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm blackity black. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm biggity black, biggity black. Y'all the blackity black. Yo,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I'm black and I'm back. I'm sorry. I always have to go to the black
Yes.
and I'm back thing.
Yes. So he won
Mm-hmm.
the President's Award,
Yeah.
the NAACP President's Award, and then he won Entertainer of the Year, where there were several nominees for Entertainer of the
Quick,
Year.
what does NAACP stand for?
National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
That's the most racist name in the history of the world. Can we change that?
No, we cannot.
Damn, all right. No.
Because it actually just does not cover the Negro, Afro-American, African-American race.
The Negro. You know they got a movie coming out called The Magical Negro?
Yes, I can't wait.
What is it called?
It's something about the magical Negroes.
Yeah,
The association of
Magical Negroes.
yeah.
That's the NAACP. The Magical Negroes Association. You know what I'm saying? We need more award shows like that. We got that shit, the Soul Train Awards, BET Awards, and the BET Hip Hop Awards.
There's more.
We need to
I
like.
forgot the other one.
Can we get like the
It's
Tyler
the Spirit Awards.
like the Tyler Perry honors or some shit like that? Giving out golden Medeas and shit.
Cannot. I cannot.
Let that nigga pass him out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Man, it's been a slow ass news week. Did anything else happen in the news? Eagles are stocking up for the next season. That's pretty much it with that. I can't really think of nothing else that actually happened. Trump kicking ass. Kicking all ass. Yeah. And Joe Biden, I don't know, man. Somebody gotta get Uncle Bernie ass off the goddamn podium. It's getting bad out here. You voting for Biden?
I did not discuss who I'm voting.
Mm-hmm. Movies.
I'm not voting for Trump.
Movies, TV, all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you watch? You watch anything?
I just finished this show called Murder and Other Mysteries, something like that. It's a murder that takes place on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Murder mystery stuff.
Oh,
I
okay.
love stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like left, right, up, down, and finally when you get to the last episode, then everything gets turned out to this is what happened and the setup and
Right.
what goes on after that.
So I fell into the black hole last night. Pause. I turned on Netflix. And social media has been raving about this shit that has happened. I binge watched like 5 episodes of Love is Blind. And I haven't watched Love is Blind since seasons 2.
I've never watched it.
This new season is off the fucking hook. When I tell you that I was riveted. I'm like, what the fuck what's going to happen? You know what I mean? I kept myself in the crib going out to the bar.
Where somebody
I don't know what happened. I don't know. I didn't see nothing.
No.
You about to give away a key plot?
No, I'm not, because I haven't watched it.
But you about to say some shit you see on social media.
You don't know what I'm about to ask because you won't let me ask it.
Ask it. And if you spoil it, I'm cussing you out. No.
Was this the season where a guy was like sitting there talking to the girl picking his toes? That's all I was asking. That's the only thing I've seen.
See, I
And
haven't.
he's sitting there talking to somebody, and he's just like,
Black guy, white guy.
black guy.
I mean, it's a black guy, whatnot. Yeah, I don't know if he was picking his
Okay.
toes. I haven't seen the toe picking scene yet.
Okay.
See, that could be a plot point that you fucked up.
It's not a plot point.
I know. It's not a plot point.
It's
But
not a plot point.
I just wanted to believe that it was a plot point, so I have a reason to tell your ass off.
Stop cutting me off, and then you be all right.
See what I'm saying?
Let me talk.
Women. You women always want to talk. But you got to watch Love is Blind.
Yeah.
You got, no. Please watch it. Please watch it. All right, so no. It was actually a case on there, right?
Mhm.
So main man was in love, well, supposedly. I mean, he in love for like a week and a half. So I do believe that with the amount of horniness that you can get, like they don't know what you look like, right? And then you
Right.
hear all these women's voices, and they're showing interest in you. And then y'all start talking to each other and getting to know each other, and then you can start talking nasty and all that other shit. I do believe that it makes it interesting for you to fall for somebody that you've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did that
mean,
before. You
it's-
fell for somebody that you over the phone before, right?
Nope.
That happened to me one time. So my cousin,
I
I thought it was another girl.
got excited
Uh-huh.
about someone I spoke to, and it was just
You
like,
saw him as baby.
yeah. When I saw him, he looked like Biggie Smalls, and that was a wrap for that.
So it was a chick. I might have told the story before. And so my cousin, and that's when I was living in Delaware. So my cousin, he knew what the girl looked like. And all he did was
Janet
catch this
Jackson.
Oh my gosh. Bitch got out of the car looking more like Freddie Jackson. No, so I'm sitting there, and just so happens we got a mutual friend. She like what happened was they was cool. And then he was like, yo, I know somebody you should talk to. Now, and he was being funny.
Why do all people always say, I know somebody you should talk to?
Well,
You know they joking when they say it.
I
know it's a setup.
My cousin was an asshole too. He's
You know it's a setup.
He a top shot. Shout out to Drees. That nigga's an asshole. This nigga says, yo, this girl, her voice, I thought she was another girl. Cause I knew a girl that sounded just like her. It was like this low drawl. Like, yeah, and then you know what I'm saying, like I be chilling, so I don't really be doing much.
They say I look like Janet.
Yeah, like honestly. So what happened was the girl. I was like, I think I know who this girl is. He was like, I don't think you've seen her before. I was like, yo. He's like, she cool. And he kept like snickering and laughing. I'm like, yo, if she ugly, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like, nah.
It's a rumble. It's a rumble.
He's like, nah, she cool. So then I see her. We walking out of school one day.
Oh Lord. Uh-huh.
It's like Beethoven. And not the classical
You mean
musician.
that dog?
The dog, man. She look like Beethoven.
Beethoven's fifth.
That shit was mad. I was so mad because I matched the voice with the face and
Nothing matched.
So then, like, and listen. Let me tell you something.
Early catfishing.
I've taken down some mud ducks in my day. I've taken some down, but I looked and I'm like, nigga. I'm trying to find a redeeming quality. And then she was like, you gonna call me later? I'm like, yeah. And she walked away.
Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down.
Nigga. You know why? Because she had a fucking club foot. She had a club foot. I'm like, yo, bro, like, cuz, like he died.
His ass.
Man, I tried to kick his ass so we got in the crib. I said, I'm gonna fuck you up when we get in the house. His little ass ran upstairs. I was like, he laughing and whatnot. Like, you talk to your boo-boo? I was like, yo, fuck is wrong with
He
you,
walking
man?
around the house like this.
Yeah, man. But I mean, honestly, it I don't know. I felt bad, so I talked to her for a little bit, but it wasn't really nothing.
After you saw her,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, and that shit used to happen on the party line too. That was the party.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm telling you, Biggie Small sounded.
I took some things down for the party
He
line.
had a very nice speaking voice. Used to rush home to have conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, not after that time I saw him.
Yeah, I met a Joan on the party
Yeah,
line.
look, yeah, no.
Baby.
Baby.
But yeah, I had a
'Cause I was
joint on a party line I met one time. Shoot. I took it down. Yeah, it was bad. I ain't gonna hold you. I had to like
You had to?
I cut school. I was like, it was what it was. Seen her. I was like, damn.
Did you hit it from the back?
I did all that. I did it all.
Oh, okay. I'm just, not
I did
to
it
look
all.
At, look, not to look at her.
Nah, I did it all. I was a little nasty. I did. Yeah,
Little nasty.
Yeah, a little around the world. Ain't nothing like when you 17. What?
Around the world.
Yeah, a little this, a little bit of that, and whatnot. Everything.
Do you, boo?
Yeah,
Do you?
Yeah. Shit crazy.
Thinking about 17 all over again.
17. Yo. Coming up it was rough. You had to get in when you fit in. Everything from stanky box to hairy box to just a
I tell you, my cousin,
chick with the half butt.
he asked his aunt, which is his aunt is my first cousin. And
Right.
They're close in age.
Yeah.
He asked her,
Yeah.
"Is it supposed to smell?" She's like this. No. Get away from it if it does. Don't.
No, because it does smell. All of it smells. Vagina smells like vagina.
Right, but if it has
If
an
it-
aroma,
Yeah.
let's put it like that.
Yeah.
There smells
If it smells like a wet bat, then no.
an aroma,
Yeah.
and if it has a aroma,
Now, all right, but wait a minute. What's the difference between an aroma? Like what on a scale from 1 to 10, how much?
if it smells like pee, if it smells
All right, pee
like
is bad. All right,
Right.
so pee is disgusting. We know what pee
right,
smells like.
if it smells like fish, if it smells warm,
If it smells warm, what the fuck does that mean, Kelly?
you know what it means,
If it smells warm,
like there's a heat.
there
It's overheated.
it is vagina has a very.
Overcooked.
All right, I can understand that.
You understand that? Overcooked.
Okay, so sweaty vagina. All right, so yeah,
You know how y'all get sweaty balls.
yeah,
And that's the smell.
smell like which cause like BV. It's like BV you talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, bacterial vaginosis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like a
Yeah,
like the yeasty smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you see the oh shit, like you catch a whiff of that.
Yeah.
But
Like if
regular
the drawers come down
regular
and the
vagina
smell comes up,
regular vagina smells like
leave
vagina.
out the door.
It smells like vagina. Like it's a very distinct smell.
Yep.
Shout out.
They eat pineapples. There you go. And pepper.
None of it smells like water though, so I don't give a fuck what no one
Nah,
say.
not at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, exactly. That's
It only smells like water if it's just fresh out of the water.
Yeah, exactly. And if it really smells like water, you might want to get yourself checked out 'cause something's wrong with your pH balance.
Can we get off?
I'm sorry. I apologize. I just keep bringing the shit up, and I really apologize.
Because there's something wrong with you.
So we're gonna go to a topic. Today's topic:
Mm-hmm.
podcasting ain't easy.
It is not.
It's like pimping ain't easy. Podcasting ain't easy.
Pimping ain't easy, but it sure is fun.
Yeah.
See how the songs just come. Go ahead.
Wow. To be perfectly honest with you, man, it's one of those things where, because everybody is talking about it, everybody wants to do it, everybody feels like they could do it. I get inquiries every day. Me and my man wanted to start one. We do this, that, and third. Then you got the homemade motherfuckers that's like, all you need is a microphone and a computer, and you know what I mean, and a friend, and people do this shit and they try it and it's not for them. Da 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 da. So for 177 counted episodes, more than two.
Yeah.
I've sat here and tried to find shit to talk to y'all about. You know what I'm saying? It's
almost every week
almost every week.
for 4 years.
Yes, and to be perfectly honest with you, it is a daunting task.
And to try to stay fresh. Not just
Are
talking
we talking about podcasting of vagina?
They're good.
All right, my fault.
because I don't have to try. But
I'm saying, I was asking.
Even stay fresh and stay current.
Right.
Not doing the same thing. I mean, anyone who's been listening to us from the beginning knows that for at least 4 seasons
Mm-hmm.
or how we're cutting the seasons.
I've never cut the season. This is the same fucking season.
It's one long season.
It's a long ass.
But like we'll take a
season.
break after Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
So whenever we take a little break and then come back, I have a different segment. Because just trying to stay fresh, not trying to do the top 5 for 4 years. Because damn.
Yeah.
That was a lot just trying to
a
pull
whole
out
lot of fucking top 5s.
a whole lot of top 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And then changing it to like our internet, our entertainment games and just, black culture games. Just trying to do something
Right.
to make sure that we keep it interesting
Yeah.
for the people that are watching. And we're not just doing this because we like talking to each other. Even though this is my broski
Mm-hmm.
and we do enjoy talking to each
She
other.
just say the same shit all the time.
We just can't do that. We can't do that to you, and we definitely can't do that
And we
to ourselves.
absolutely, and you guys would not appreciate that. So let's just see what we got
we
here.
will refer back to an old show to say we did discuss this and
Right.
maybe go even deeper into the conversation because now it's a year later and something has changed or something has even improved or
So let me ask you a question. What do you feel makes you a good podcaster? If you consider yourself a good podcaster.
I have an opinion.
Okay.
But I value others' opinions. And I'm willing to listen, even though I may not agree directly.
Right.
And sometimes I do.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I don't.
Right.
But I have my own opinion.
Yeah.
I'm willing to hear your opinion.
Right.
And I'm willing to discuss why I feel the way I do. And I'm not trying to change your mind where
Yeah.
you see stuff on TV where they have people cross the aisle.
Yeah.
Let's say Republicans and Democrats across the aisle. And they're trying to make you see one way and somebody else is trying to make you see another way. I'm just talking about how I feel and what I would do in that situation or even how a situation has affected me.
Right.
Use my experience to enhance your experience. Use my experience to maybe learn from.
Right.
Everyone has had something happen in their lives that maybe somebody else can use as a stepping block and say, I don't want that to happen to me.
Right. I can understand
And
that.
this may not happen to me in that way, but
Yeah.
if I'm presented with this particular obstacle, then I can learn from her mistake and maybe, curve around that.
You watch other female podcasters often?
No.
You don't? Why?
Timing. I
Time.
have a lot going on.
So okay, so you just saying, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of podcasts that I do want to watch. I just heard that Sterling K. Brown and his wife have a podcast coming up, so I definitely want to check that one out. But I haven't had a chance to really listen to some other podcasters.
as the
I've been listening to some stories on Spotify, but not so much.
as a frequenter of podcasting, I've I can say what I try to always add to it is self-deprecation.
Right.
That's a big deal. Because even when I've done other podcasts in the past, that was my thing. You know what I mean? When I was on a barcast, it was always my thing. I was like, yo, we got to be self-deprecating. Some people don't like to look a certain way in the light. You know what I mean? And you have to be able to kind of put it all out there and to even embarrass yourself a little bit in order to try to get, you know what I mean, a good point across. Because a lot of times what happens is that niggas just find themselves talking about the same shit. That's the reason
Taking
why.
themselves too seriously.
That too. You take yourself mad too serious. And
I think this podcast from the beginning of the podcast to today, I think this podcast has helped me
right.
not so much loosen up a little bit, but maybe not take a joke so seriously that it hurts. Because that's the
Really?
way I used to, like, you can never play the dozens with me.
Wow.
Because I would just be
you in your feelings.
right. And so some of this
very
has
self-conscious.
kind of very self-conscious. That
I never knew that.
putting myself out here
Mm-hmm.
just to have fun.
Yeah.
Kind of, I know that you and Ruffy love me.
Right.
So anything you're saying to me, nothing you're saying to me is an effort to hurt me.
Right.
We're just having a little fun.
Yeah.
And even if y'all know like it's going too far, y'all stop.
Mm-hmm.
We just playing with you, says we just playing with you, and y'all leave it. All
Right,
I gotta do is give the right look and be like,
Yeah.
we gotta stop now. We gotta stop now. I'm gonna walk out.
Yeah.
But
I came up with the thickest of skin. Pause. I don't know why I had to pause it, but I had to.
no, you had to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Wow, that was wild. Damn, yeah, that was bad. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Cut that.
But I came up. No. Because for real, when I grew up, it was like that's what we. You know what I mean? It was jokes all day. Even my cousin
It's
to
different
this day.
with guys anyway.
But it was
Y'all gonna.
my girl cousin
I
was
was
the
gonna
one.
say it, but y'all gonna crack jokes on each other. So.
Yeah, my girl cousin though. She was the fucking worst. She listen. She called my cousin's girlfriend a roach one time. Like it was
damn.
listen. Like it's always been a joke. Everything has been a joke. I think that the moment that you begin to take things to, I think that when you disarm yourself or whatnot, that allows you to open yourself up to speak on more topics with a little bit more knowledge, rather than be worried about how it affects you. Because that's the problem. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people can't podcast. Because what happens is that they internalize everything too much. So, like the people that are always up in arms, the ones that have that fucking that cancel culture, fucking I'm feeling, you know what I mean? Like I'm offended by this or I'm offended by that. It's all bullshit, because I honestly think that if people just would relax and calm the fuck down and stop being so offended by, excuse me, offended by everything, they, you know what I'm saying, things will work out better. And in podcasts,
like people are just looking too deeply sometimes into things that aren't that deep. Like I think what makes us a good team.
Oh, that's the next thing. Character traits to be a good podcaster.
I think what makes you and I a good team is that we kind of have similar backgrounds, but we're definitely in two different age ranges.
Yes.
So there are
I'm
things
a young,
that
suave, debonair young boy.
Your ass is over 40.
You the old biddy.
Your ass is over 40. My ass is under 50, but your ass is over 40.
That's so right. Wasn't that when we started?
We're kind of like in two different age ranges.
Right.
We can speak to different experiences.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Also, though,
there are things that you can speak to that I definitely can't. Not just as a man, but as someone who just kind of turned 40. Where I could speak to someone who's
kind of now.
40.
Shit, in about a month, I'm gonna be 41. Kind of now. I'm all the way in this motherfucker now.
So, just, different experiences as a male, as a female, as a young 40, as an older 40, yada, yada, yada.
So the reason why I always wanted you to kind of look at other podcasts is because I always wanted you to see how what we do differs from other podcasts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's always been my point of watching. I got my favorites or whatnot, and I look to them as kind of like
your beacon.
Yeah, the beacon, like the
where you want to go.
Yeah, and then also to see exactly what makes the moments enjoyable, because that's the big thing about podcasting. It's like, the one thing that I noticed is that every motherfucker on earth's gonna have the same fucking conversation. They're gonna have the same conversation. I have to give grace, and I've always decided that when I'm listening to podcasts, I want to give grace to understand that people, who they are, and their personalities at their core are different. So when I'm looking at it, I'm like, because sometimes I used to be like, oh, this motherfucker talking about this shit. And then, because the first thing I think a lot of times is that if it's not intriguing, I'm like, this motherfucker talking about something I probably talked about last year, and he sounds stupid.
Right.
But I try to give grace because everybody's mind doesn't flow in that same realm. And a lot of people have a lot to say. They're just not very good at articulating it.
Right.
Or it gets better with time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
there's a lot of things.
Work your way up.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was kind of rough around the edges at the beginning.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Had to figure out the path, the players, exactly what the idea for the show and the platform was going to be. So I just think every year we've gotten tighter,
right.
and more focused
Pause.
on
Mm-hmm.
just what we want to do with the show.
Yeah, because PodCon kind of showed me like it's a very very odd game that you play.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very very odd game. I think everybody likes the idea of podcasting. Oh my god, it's just the greatest shit in the world. I'm getting paid to shoot the shit with my friends. It's like, no, nigga, that's not how this works. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying it is because I'm starting to look at like some of the oldest podcasters like Joe Rogan, those guys, they've been around for like 15 years now when podcasting wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Now it's a fucking thing. It's so much of a thing that it becomes stale to those that don't do it on a regular basis. And you got fake podcasts.
We can't even lie that it's an oversaturated field right now.
Big time.
But even being oversaturated,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that are not going to last
Mm-hmm.
are automatically going to fall off. You have people trying to do podcasts from their phones, but there's an elevation.
Yeah.
There has to be
Yeah.
an elevation from doing it on your phone to wherever.
That's where it stops at a lot of times, and that's kind of the issue. The issue that you always get is that it'll stop. People will just stop doing it because of the next step that they have to take in order to do it. You might have hundreds of thousands of podcasts, but then you might only like I think.
But how many have more than 10 shows?
Exactly. How many are
have
still
more than
active?
20 shows?
Right. How many are still active? How many continuously put a product out there and continuously on a regular basis get out there and say, I'm podding?
I think we're one of the unicorns because we are now at 177.
Definitely unicorn shit. Definitely unicorn shit. The more time that you put in there, the consistency, you know what I mean, it means the world. So, yeah, I like that. Let me see here. This is what a lot of people do. Are you willing to compromise your integrity for views?
No, come on.
Now let me ask you a question. For you, what would be a compromising of your integrity? What would that mean to you? What would it be?
Doing a dating game on this show. I will not do that.
Get the fuck. That's some bullshit.
I was gonna come down here today and say, "Hey, we could do the dating game thing with me." No, that's not.
I think you should. Yeah, that's not a compromise.
That's not a compromise. But I mean,
I would love to do the dating game. I can't wait to be able to do the dating game with you on it. That shit is gonna be the greatest thing ever. Well, I can't wait. I'm scared. I'm
scared to see who he would set me up with.
Or if not, we get a test subject. Get somebody else in here or whatnot.
Oh yeah, let's do a test subject.
Or like I said, do the dating game for Taya.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be perfect.
Coming for you, sis.
That would be perfect. Let me see.
I mean, anything that's going to have me lying or altering facts.
Yeah.
It's not that important.
That's another thing. My motherfucking tailbone.
You need a pillow.
I know. Ain't that some shit? It's fucking body.
Oh.
Look, you too.
I understand. But yeah, anything that's going to have me possibly lying. People out there lying for ratings and
yeah.
Honest to goodness.
Yeah.
First of all, we got to fight for TikTok because I need it. Somebody who went to high school with J-Lo.
Okay.
Posted on TikTok.
Okay.
And somebody else like reposted hers and was just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the video. So they have J-Lo on one of her movies that she just let out.
Right.
And her hair is all over her head, and she's talking about, oh my God, looking at her hair, talking about this way my hair used to look when I was in high school or elementary school, just running up and down the street.
Mm-hmm.
The girl says, the woman, she says, I have left this woman alone and silently let her get on my nerves for years.
Okay.
left it out there.
Right.
She's like, but I'm tired. I'm tired.
Tired of what?
She's like, bitch, stop lying. She's like, you are not running up and down anybody's street.
Uh-huh.
She is like, I am a such and such 50, whatever how old she is,
Mm-hmm.
such and such Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a high school that was predominantly Irish and Italian. In between Irish and Italian blocks. You wasn't running up and down no one street. You were sitting in between the chairs of Jessica such and such O'Malley, whatever.
Okay.
She's like, bitch, stop lying.
So she's not
Leave
Jenny,
our
she's
na-
not
leave-
Jenny from the block.
Leave our name and our culture out your mouth.
Oh, wow.
Leave us the fuck alone. And stop using us to promote yourself.
Wait a minute, though. Because that sounds like some hate. That sounds like a little bit of hate.
It could be hate, but
That sounds like a little bit of hate. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm going to call it like I see it. That sounds like a little bit of hate. Because I think that type of situation happens regularly. Like, there's another guy that just passed away. He got murdered. What's his name? I forget his name. I can't remember his name right now. Jeez or something like that. One of the guy from Philly. And he actually had a podcast that he was doing. But I think he was a rapper or something like that. Mm-hmm. I hate to see stuff like that because here's the thing. First and foremost, don't bring your fucking 35-year-old vendetta to me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do not utilize your culture to stick up for however you feel about me per se. Okay. I mean, at the end of the day or whatnot, she's not hurting anybody. If she wants to feel like, hey, listen, I'm that bitch from the Bronx, I'm Jenny from the block, I'm who I am, let her be who she is. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of that's the one thing that puts things in a wild place when we start talking about shit, even podcasters, taking it back to that. Like people always, if you have the platform to say something, people that know you or feel like they do know you, feel like they always have that thing in which they want to say something about it. Like they owe the world an explanation on how you are who you were. That's not fair. That's not fair. Because here's the thing. You could have interpreted it one way, or you could be telling the God's honest truth. The biggest thing is that don't nobody give a fuck what you talking about. And why is she getting on your fucking nerves so bad? You 50.
Oh, and I'm looking for the video I was watching, but I'm seeing the video on a lot of different places, and it's just a lot of people from the Bronx talking about you lying. It's not just the one video I saw. It's a few people.
They lied. These motherfuckers is lying. People be lying. People lie. A lot of these superstars be lying.
Okay. I truly have left this woman alone for years. I have just been annoyed in silence since high school. And guess what? I'm a Puerto Rican woman from the Bronx who went to the same high school as you, and you're lying. I saw your high school photo. You did not have hair like that. And we also both attended an all-girls Catholic high school in an Irish and Italian neighborhood. So you weren't running up and down the block. You know damn well you were sitting next to Megan Farley and Christine Marchetti in class. Why are you lying? Please stop using us to look human. We are sick of you. You don't do shit for us. Keep our names out of your mouth.
And there's...
We're not running up and down the block. Not all of us do that for kicks. You're stupid. Stop using...
And, all right. And there is kind of what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Like, nobody is utilizing... What the fuck, man?
Well, you haven't seen the video that she's talking about is one of the Prime videos that she let out.
Right.
And a lot of it, I guess she keeps talking about the Bronx in the video. I haven't watched the movie yet.
Is she from the Bronx?
Yeah.
Did she go to school in the Bronx? Did she live on a block in the Bronx? Like, see, that's my thing. The experience factor or whatever.
And come back to the Bronx, and maybe that's
and
what
see, and that's the problem.
Maybe that's what their problem.
Hey,
is.
newsflash! Don't listen. When niggas become successful, most niggas decide that they will leave. and will not come back. You know what I'm saying? Or visit far few in between. There is nothing wrong with selling the fuck out. I am all with the fucking sellout. Honestly, I am all with selling the fuck out. You know the reason why? Is that because you find yourself back in that position to either one or two things. Either shit on everybody that said that you wouldn't make it, stun on niggas and shit, or you decide that you want to give back to them. Whereas most of the people are still going to tell you it's not good enough. So if you're damned if you do and you damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Jenny for the block. Shout out to Jennifer Lopez. Listen, the lady could be telling the God's honest truth. She could be. She could be saying everything that needs to be said. But the biggest thing is that, really, does it fucking matter? That's what it's about. Does it matter if she's as real as we feel like she should be? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It sounds like rapper shit to me. And it sounds like the lady's hating.
Sound like she got beef.
Yeah, it sounds like she hating a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, well, you never did nothing for us. Of course, it's always because it went from it being about you standing up for everybody around that way to it being about you and the people that are around you. You didn't do nothing for us. Was she supposed to do something for you?
Well,
nobody fucking owe you shit. I'm sorry. I took a completely different stance on that. But to me, because I could see it being a big thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if you was Kellie Q, world renowned podcaster, you in the mix and shit, and you had guest appearances and you got interviews and all this other shit, there's always gonna be somebody. There's gonna be somebody at your high school, at Lincoln, at motherfucking at Edinburgh, whatnot, around your neighborhood.
Bitch your ass in the elevator.
Oh my gosh. She wasn't even like that. I fucked her up. Come on, man.
Where am I at now?
That's what I'm saying. So why we do this though? You know what I'm saying? Podcasting have a positive or negative effect on your life on a regular basis. Or maybe not even not even as superficial as that. Maybe name tell us about an instance, but you've told us about quite a few of them, where the podcast either got you in trouble with somebody or put you in a place where you had to explain something that you said on a podcast.
My first episode as a guest. As a guest.
Okay.
The episode with me and Tiff was on there.
Number 17, footprints on the car ceiling. Go ahead, yeah.
And a friend was listening.
Mm-hmm.
And
was this an intimate friend?
A friend was listening. And this was the episode that Ruffy and I realized we were both 725.
Okay.
Okay.
For those that don't know, these two fucking Leos just couldn't get past the fact that they have a birthday on the same day.
Why would we get past that?
July 25th.
Why would we ever get past that? Do you get past your birthday?
Fuck no.
Then we don't get past ours.
Because it's mine. It's me. What do you mean?
Exactly.
Every season starts now. So I would like to hear no Leo shit. It ain't no slander, no Aries slander. Nobody try to hear that bullshit. It's Aries season. The only season that fucking matters. We run the world. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
Okay. So the friend was listening to the episode as I was talking to Ruffy.
Okay.
And so that afternoon, after the show finally posted and he listened to the show, he was like, I heard you flirting with him. No, not at all. I was having a conversation.
Right.
We were laughing. We were enjoying our 725-ness.
Right.
But there was no flirting going on.
No flirt.
I was like, and it's not that my homeboy Ruffy is not handsome, but I'm not attracted to him.
Right.
He's too skinny for me. And we got the same birthday. It's just not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's people's. That's my broski.
Right.
That's not going to happen. But that's not what he heard.
He heard the flirt.
And I was like, but I'm not. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't even argue it. It was just like, ugh.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I've had quite a few instances. The funny thing about it is I don't really think it's essentially anything that I've ever said. Could have been something I said, because I've said a lot of shit. I say a lot of salacious shit.
Lovable smartass.
Yeah, I say a lot of things. The biggest thing was about one time when I wanted to record. We recorded on Easter Sunday one time, remember? That didn't go over too well in this household.
I was like, okay, I'm game.
Yeah,
I wasn't going anywhere.
We was down here having an entire podcast, and I'm like, it was one of them things where I'm like, I'm not really thinking about it too much because I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We don't
do it real quick.
Yeah, do it real quick.
You
No
tried to do
church
it in the morning.
Yeah, that didn't go over too well. I heard about that shit for the next 2 weeks or so. So shout out to that and whatnot.
But
you know what I mean,
in a positive for me is that being an only child, even though I have a lot of sister friends and brother friends, this weekly gives me a chance to, one, talk to an adult somewhat in my age range without judgment.
I'm not in your age range, yo.
Negro, I said somewhat.
I don't even know about somewhat. I'm like,
as he rubs his knee.
I'm like 10 years younger than you.
As he rubs his knee, this shit hurts.
This shit just start happening.
Anyhow, I told you after you turn 40.
Is knee pain contagious? What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, it's after you turn 40. Like, Google it. What happens after you turn 40? The shit is downhill.
I'm climbing back up the hill.
Good luck with that knee.
You was a fucking hater. You fucking hating ass or whatnot. Just because your fucking knees is shredded to shit. My shit is going to be all right.
You have to also remember. My whole life.
Yeah.
I've danced. Like jazz, tap, ballet, funk. I've danced. When I was 12 years old, I discovered I had torn ligaments in my knee from my dancing. So this was
it's
a long time in the making. Yeah.
Yep.
You just turned 40.
So what? I'm gonna utilize this motherfucker. I'm gonna utilize it to the fucking wheel fall off.
And guess what?
You know what I mean? I'm gonna utilize this motherfucker. God damn. You know what I mean? Look, listen, we here. We here to fucking stay. We here to stay.
Yeah, but that's my positive of, I don't really have any negatives that have come from.
What? Get your cat ass out of here. Get out of here.
You remind me of my cat.
This little goofy.
All I hear
when
I'm in my living room, all I hear is
I know.
Because she keep going back and forth from the basement.
She's always trying to creep in and whatnot. Get out of here. If I kick your ass.
Just cut the eyes.
I know. It's always creepy too.
All I saw was the paw.
Yeah, cats be mad creepy too. Don't they just be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you doing? Like, if they could talk, they be nosy as shit.
Yeah. Like my cat has her own bedroom, basically. And her little pillow and everything is in there. Water, food, her little poopy box. Everything is in this room. My son has a habit of closing this door.
Oh, shit.
So I have a box for her in the basement. So she knows to go downstairs.
Yeah.
But if for some reason he gets up in the middle of the night and the door is cracked, he'll close it. She knows I get up at a certain time.
Yeah.
But if she needs to get in that room, now I'm awake. Because she has now walked across my body, and about 4:15, and I'm just like,
it's still so.
Like,
is yours still a kid now? You even think about it? It's a full grown cat now.
Yeah.
Because this nigga,
it's helpful.
This nigga, I don't know if he like transforms, but what happens is that I had to put a latch on the door upstairs because the way that it's set up and whatnot is it doesn't close with a latch to it. So I had to put one of them little outside hook latches on there
to keep it closed.
Right, and it like swells up during the wintertime is a thing. So that was cool. That was keeping it in place when it swells up. You just be able to shut the door. Apparently, this nigga got strong enough to start bum rushing the door. This nigga, boom, like you hear, boom. So there's a closet right next to the bedroom door. So we open the closet, And he, but then he started getting around that and bum rushing that door and then knocking both doors into each other. Then I put the latch on, thought we was safe for a minute. This nigga start bum rushing it so hard it pops the latch up, especially as it gets warmer now. So he'll be in there hiding. Shannon to get dressed, go leave. You know what I mean? And I'm not in there.
Lock him in the room.
Close door, lock his ass in the room, and that's the one that he can't do. He can't get the fuck out. So you hear him. That shit sound like a monster's in the room. I'm like, nigga, get your big goofy ass out of here. Fucking cat. Anyway, besides the cat tails, this is kind of a personalized conversation. Would you ever stop podcasting? And what would make you stop?
It's not fun anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought too.
Like if I'm just doing it because
Mm-hmm.
you just asked me to come,
Right. Pause.
but I'm
What the fuck?
pause. My bad. I mean, you're just asking me to stay in attendance,
Right.
but we're not getting anywhere. We're not doing
Yeah.
anything, and it's just not fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's time to move on to the next thing.
And I think the same thing. I just be thinking the same thing and whatnot. I think it's unfortunate because we're in a place and in a position in which that it is things can kind of level out, but you can always do something to actually damn that cat big as shit. We could actually do things to he got big as hell real fast. It could start to like elevate or it could start to stay stagnant and whatnot. I think I don't know. I tease Taya because this is a fucking Taya question. I always tease Taya and whatnot about podcasting, because I know deep down inside that maybe she still got that heart of a podcast. I know she did it for a long time and whatnot. I think that things that we do in life or whatnot, I think that when you start to see the residuals of it and you start to see it taking a turn for the better,
Right.
kind of makes you want to lean more into it.
Yeah.
I think that maybe she came to a point into which that she felt as if that it wasn't doing that for her. Now, this is just me speculating. You know what I mean?
It wasn't, and we can only speculate, but maybe it wasn't giving to her what she was giving to it.
And that's always a thing. That's always a thing. Shit, there's people like that in your life. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you know what I mean? We're at the point into which that we, just as adults, like when you get grown, you be like, holy shit. Like you start to realize that shit very, very quickly. Like, yo, something about this is not giving what I needed to give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
Like the energy is not there anymore.
yeah. And then now that we look at it as we get old with this knee pain and shit, when you start to see it, that you got more time behind you than you do ahead of you, you got to start kind of making things matter. So yeah, but
I think one of the reasons for me
mhm,
that I actually keep showing up week after week
right,
is because I would hate for 1 week to tell you I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
right.
And the next week the shit like takes off.
Yeah, that's kind of
And I just be like,
that's kind of a thing.
damn.
But
so I'm in it.
I'm glad
As long as you're in it, I'm in it.
So you know what's funny? That's the first time that I've ever heard you be a selfish podcaster. That's the first time I've ever heard you be a selfish podcaster. Because to be perfectly honest with you, that's a very valid reason. Because most people have this thing in them to which that I go off of vibes and say, all right, it's an art form and you got to do, which I do believe in wholeheartedly. I do look, if you can't control the mic, you shouldn't be holding it. Who that? Drop the mic. You shouldn't be holding it. You know what I'm saying?
Eric being right.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I mean that real because if
But see how easily a song will.
oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just something I do. Sorry, guys. It takes us right back to the beginning of this show.
But that's
anyway.
but that's real though, because a lot of times that's what happens. Like a lot of people, they lose the luster because of the simple fact that they're so engulfed into whatever they wanted to achieve out of the situation. Right. And I always say, enjoy the ride. And listen, I've had my moments, I've had my times, I've had my, and I continuously do. But at the end of the day, it's just about.
I mean, let's go back to the one of the days you
Oh,
told
you still want to do that? You still want to go back to that?
Yeah, we still gonna go back to the day.
Uh-huh.
Oh, if it's not such and such, if it's not popping off by episode 125,
Right, 150.
150,
Mm-hmm.
then it's a wrap. We at 176, y'all.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's funny though because it's true. It's still true because it's one of those things that where even if it gets to episode 1000 and you say to yourself like, "Yo," and it's big and it's popping, everything that has a beginning has an end.
Mm-hmm.
There was a podcast that I listened to that actually started off on the Joe Budden network. With the chick Mandy and Mandy B and Bridget Kelly. See, the thing is, they started their podcast.
Kellie, the singer?
Yeah.
I like her.
Mm-hmm. Well, she had
I have one of her songs.
She had a
on my
podcast
phone.
for 3 years. They
Oh,
started
wow.
their podcast like a little bit after we did, and then recently it's over.
Okay.
And you know, it was conflicting situations about it. Like they left Joe Budden's network because it's a whole bunch of fuckery, and that was during the time when he was making his transition from co-host. It was one of those things, and it became a real divisive thing with the both of them. And I think right now, I think that they're trying to recover because I feel like they had a friendship, but maybe the friendship is not what it was. And it was like the love lives was enthralled in it, and it was a thing, and this was a situation in which they were making money from. So
Throwing too
it's
much
just
personal out there on the radio, probably.
yeah. You said what?
I said throwing too much personal out there on the
No, I don't think that was it. I think it was more of the way that they felt about each other's situations, and you know what I'm saying. Like if I
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
yeah, because if I came in here talking about you know what I'm saying
Nothing.
marriage every week.
Talking about
And I was like, marriage, and you single motherfuckers ain't shit. And it is said in the third, or you know what I'm saying.
yeah.
So it becomes one of those things where it's like you'll start to see the definite divide. Because one got engaged, the other one was in a long-term relationship that broke up. It's a whole thing. So,
Right.
and girls are catty. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. Y'all don't fuck with each other like that. So, lastly, what advice would you give somebody that's looking at a podcast?
Make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Make a plan.
Right.
Do not
Mm-hmm.
just grab a mic and start talking. Please do not just grab a mic and start talking.
Right.
Have a plan. Write it out. When you start a business, you have a business plan. This is a business. This is a business.
Right.
Make yourself a plan. What do you want your podcast to be about? Who do you want to be involved in your podcast? Does that person want to be involved in your podcast?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Just because you want that person there,
Yeah.
does that person want to be there? Is that person who be your co-host or team of co-hosts? Are they willing to put in the time and effort
Right.
that it takes to get this podcast off the ground? And what do you have to say? What do you have to say? See,
Right,
Mr.
right.
Know-It-All, we say a little bit of everything.
Right.
Everybody's podcast is not like that. You have podcasts, what Tank's podcast, R&B Money. They're talking about R&B music.
Yeah.
You know, all things R&B. That's one of my favorites. Like that one, I do make time. to
I know that's
when
your
I'm
shit.
at work.
Yeah.
But just because of where I work now, see, when I was working out in the Navy Yard, I had like a half an hour ride.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Right. Now I'm 15 minutes from my job. So me trying to start something, but as soon as I get into it, I got to turn it off.
Yeah. Listen, and the one thing I could tell you is that yes, everything she said is absolutely correct or whatnot. Also, look at the situation, kind of for the long haul because it's a constant grind. It's a constant thing that is going to be ever changing, ever evolving. 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. It happens.
Yeah, sometimes you got to back down the street and go down another street to see where it's going to take you. You
Yeah.
might run into a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make that U-turn and go a different way. But that's with anything in life. That's just not with the podcast. That's just with anything in life.
Right.
It's live and learn.
Absolutely.
So if this is something that you want to do, whether it's by yourself or whether it's with a team, know what you're getting into. Do your research. As I say about my own profession, network. You know how I feel about networking.
Absolutely.
Your network is your net worth. Who do you know? Who can you learn from?
Not about what you know about who you know.
I'm not trying to say who can you steal from. Who can give you a lesson that you can't pay for?
Ooh, I like that.
I be talking to you.
So
I be podcasting.
So I got
I be podcasting.
You do be podcasting. All right. So so the last thing that I got is
last thing of the evening.
It's a new segment called Agree or Disagree.
Oh fuck. Here we go.
Real quick.
Here we go with the bullshit.
Hold up.
I'm sorry.
Hold up.
Agree or disagree? I disagree.
You don't even know what the fuck it is.
I'm a disagree.
No, that's not true. Wait a minute. Listen to this.
Perpetuated against
I disagree.
Is the level to which their humanity.
Hold up. I gotta start it over again.
Greatest crimes perpetuated against black men specifically is the level to which their humanity and their hearts have been devalued, diminished, and dehumanized, and that they have become doing machines. The greatest value a black man has, in many instances, is what he can do for somebody. Right. And how he can do it, and how much he can do it, and how much he earns doing it. I mean, I hear it and see it among young people in the relationships. You know, oh, you gonna get my nails done, and you gonna do this, and you gonna do that. Right. You know, they've been demeaned and devalued and dehearted to the point where they value themselves based on what they can do. Fix it, get it, make it happen. And no place have I seen in our world does anybody tell black men the greatest crime to be. How to be with themselves, how to be true to themselves, how to be with their feelings, how to be with their heart. You know, and it's criminal. So what happens is then they begin to do the things that are expected of them, and that's how they're evaluated. And then if they can't do that anymore, whether it's the job or pay the mortgage or whatever, then they're just cast off like socks in the corner. Right. And it happens to black women also, but usually because of the children in our care, we're given a little more leeway. But the way it's done for black men, and as I shared with you, one of the things my teacher taught me was one of the greatest kryptonites for man, a man in general, black men specifically, is the feeling, the belief to be, the treatment that he is somehow inadequate. And when you devalue a man, he's going to feel inadequate. When you dehumanize him, when you deheart him, so then where does he go with that? Right. He's inadequate, and he doesn't serve a purpose because he can't do what you need him to do to make you feel better about yourself.
What's the purpose? What's the point?
What's the point? And that's why we have these incredible rises in suicide. Yeah. I personally think it's why we have this, and I don't know the figures, I don't know what they are now, but the increase between, I think it was 2017 and 2021, a 30-something% increase in the number of black men with prostate cancer, starting early. And why? Because their manhood is under attack. Right. And, you know, their psyche is not nourishing and nurturing them, and their masculinity. Because where in the world the treatment that he is somehow.
Do you agree?
I agree.
Or disagree?
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. I agree.
So you believe that the black man is considered a doing machine?
Yeah. What have you done for me lately?
I do agree. I do agree. I think it's going to take a lot more than Miss Van Zant's actually saying that in order to kind of get it through to it. And then if it was somebody that was younger and less experienced, they would call her a pick-me, saying the same thing. But hang in there, fellas. Hang in there. If you got the best intentions, please hang in there.
I mean, it's
Mr.
difficult.
Know-It-All cares if don't nobody else care. I like that.
Okay, Tupac. See how easily it is to
Yeah.
play the song. See?
Right. Good.
You asked me, was there something? Yeah, it's something I do. I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sad to say that I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, you know, a lot of women out here, especially maybe my age and younger,
Mm-hmm.
have come from places where, and I'm not saying me. I'm not saying me.
No, not you.
No. Well, no, not me saying
No, I'm
this
fucking
is
with
the
you.
kind of home I grew up in.
Right.
But I know a lot of homes
Yeah.
of I don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
So you devaluing that potential partnership.
Right.
Or you have one, but I can still do this by myself. You're not looking for a partner or a teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And just to say to someone, which I'm a big up myself because I'm growing. To even just, I had a friend that sent me a message encouraging me through the day, knowing that I'm going through a couple of things personally and professionally.
Right.
And just to say, thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that, if nobody else tells you today,
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
And even, I think it was a week ago, I just randomly, it's about 15 of my friends, female and male, that I just sent out a message to be like, look.
I appreciated that one too. That was good luck. Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciated the one you gave me back too.
Right.
But just to send out to my friends, my sisters, my brothers, to just say, I know I've been going through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for just standing by me, for supporting me, for encouraging me through everything that I'm going through, especially boom, 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 that I'm going through.
Right.
And I just, take the time to appreciate the people that pour into you when you can't pour into yourself.
Absolutely.
So whether they're a sister or a brother, thank you. Just say thank you.
Love that dearly. Get with us on IG at Mr_Know-It-All_pod, the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast on TikTok, forever how long that lasts. And please,
somebody's trying to buy it.
Yes. Oh, for real?
Make it American.
Yeah. Please, as always,
they buy it. It's gonna fuck it up.
send all of your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the Gmail account at MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. That's MrKnowItAllPod@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. So I got a whole toenail kit. We were talking about toenails earlier, but I had.
No, we weren't.
We was. You were saying some dude on Love Is Blind was playing with his toenails.
I said he was playing with his toes.
Oh, just his toes. Well,
yes.
I
don't want to talk about toenails.
Well, see, my toenail. Would you mind if you had? Let me ask you. Would you clip your man's toenails?
No.
Oh,
No.
God damn it, Kelly. Every week you come up with some bullshit and saying something that you would not do. Why would you not clip his toenails?
I'm not a toe person.
You can't.
I don't want to clip my own toenails.
You don't like your own feet?
No. And my feet are pretty.
Why? So let me ask you a question. What's your feet phobia? You got a feet phobia?
I don't know if it's a feet phobia. I just my dad had the same thing. Not touching no feet.
So
I will touch whoever my husband is out there in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I love you. I am in love with you.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever he may be.
Whoever he may be.
I will touch your head to your ankle. I can't touch your feet. Now, if God forbid something happened
Yeah, you
and
need
it just can't.
to rub some shea butter on his toes.
He just can't.
Right. You would rub.
I may have to do some things,
Yeah, rub some shea butter on his toes.
but just off the bat, I'm not a toe person.
Mhm. Oh my God, this is bullshit.
There's a reason why I go to Dina's.
So I got a
Okay.
toenail. So the kids bought me like an ear, nose, toe kit
Oh,
for
okay.
Christmas. So
That
I
ear
can't.
thing got to be wonderful.
I can't.
Is it a
I-
flush or is it like
I
a
had
tube?
2 of them and I lost them both. I gotta find them, and when I'm kind of pissed off right now. And it has those things where you can clean your nails, clean. So it has these like black toenail clippers. I clip my toenails today.
You feel good?
That shit is amazing. When you clip your toenails, like
Yeah, because if they get too long and
yeah,
not
just feel like
start
yeah.
pushing,
Sometimes
you
it
feel
just,
like you can get an ingrown toenail.
sometimes you be
that
feeling
sucker's pushing back.
feeling the uncomfortability in your toes or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you clip your toenails, all right? You don't clip your toe? Oh, you get pedicures.
Okay, pedicure.
Oh, all right. Men, we clip our toenails. You gotta
I mean, I
gotta
used
smell a
to.
toenail too.
I used to, just because I had to. Because,
You ever smell a toenail afterward? You know you did it. No. You never smelled a toenail?
No.
Do yourself a favor.
Now, when I was little,
Oh, so when you was little? So adult Kelly has never clipped a toenail.
maybe I
and smelled
dug
it.
in and went when I was little, but not in the last
Well, the back of that toenail is something
Let
different.
me see if I'm not at least last
Back of that toenail is something different.
40 years.
That's like
Ew,
back of that toenail is something crazy. It's like
ew.
yeah.
That's disgusting.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what trash truck bottoms are made of. It's like, ooh, shit.
And thank you for watching the Mr. Know-It-All show, Mr. Know-It-All podcast.
Why do you always do that?
I always-
You just always want
I
to
always
change it.
the name. I always want to change it because this is going to be a televised show. But anyway,
All right.
from my lips to God's ears,
I'm Mr. Know-It-All.
I'm Q Hefner.
You should not really accept that name like that.
Love it. I like it better than Qster.
I know, but
I'll take Qbert.
Hubert, the fucking
Yeah.
that video game thing with the nose. Wow.
My
You like Hubert
my
better
girl-
than Qster?
yes.
Wow.
My girlfriend I used to work with downtown. That's what she used to call me, Qbert.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We will holler at you next week. It's been episode 177. Until next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace, peace.
In the Middle East. Remember we used to say that all the time?
I said that on a TikTok. I'll let y'all later. Peace.
You did. This time, I really mean it.
Well, you shouldn't be such a smart mouth, Mr. Know-It-All.